Good evening. It is bedtime. The room is warm and quiet. A soft light glows near the bed. It is a gentle night. Everything feels calm. A small child sits under a blanket. The blanket feels warm. The parent gives a soft hug. A warm bedtime hug. The hug is quiet. The hug feels safe. It is a gentle night. Everything feels calm. The wind outside is slow. The house is still. The hug lasts a little longer. The child feels sleepy, warm, safe, still. The blanket wraps softly around the shoulders. The lights grow dim. It is a gentle night. Everything feels calm. The hug becomes softer. The breathing becomes slower. In, out, in, out. The room is quiet. The night is quiet. Good night. Sleep softly. The warmth will stay with you. Good evening. It is a rainy night in London. The rain is soft and steady. The sky is dark blue. The city lights glow gently below. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. Raindrops fall on the rooftops. Tap, tap, tap. They fall on the windows. They slide down slowly. No drop is in a hurry. No drop is loud. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. A quiet street rests under the rain. The pavement shines like silver. A red bus stands still at the corner. Its lights are soft and warm. No one rushes. No one runs. The rain keeps falling, slowly, gently. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. Inside a small house, a lamp glows near the window. The room is warm. The blanket is soft. The pillow feels cool and kind. The rain taps against the glass, soft and steady. Tap, tap, tap. The child listens. The sound feels safe. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. Outside, the trees stand quietly. They do not shake. They do not bend too far. The rain touches the leaves. Then it falls to the ground. The street grows quieter. The sky grows deeper. The rain keeps falling, slow and gentle. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. The child closes their eyes. The blanket rests around their shoulders. The rain continues, not fast, not loud. The world feels softer now. Tap, tap, tap. Breathing grows slower. In, out, in, out. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. The lights in the city grow dimmer. The clouds drift slowly across the sky. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The rain will fall until morning, soft and steady. It is a rainy night. Everything feels calm. Good night. Sleep softly. The rain is still falling. Everything is quiet. Everything is calm. Good night. Good evening. The sky is dark and gentle tonight. Small stars shine quietly above. One little star glows softly. Not too bright, not too strong. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The little star sits near the moon. It does not hurry across the sky. It simply shines. The air is still. The clouds move slowly. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Below the sky, a small house sits in the dark. A child lies under a warm blanket. The pillow feels cool and soft. The window shows the night outside, and there is the little star. The star does not blink quickly. It shines slowly, softly. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The little star watches the world below. It sees quiet rooftops. It sees silent trees. No one rushes. No one runs. The night air feels gentle. The sky feels wide and deep. The little star keeps shining. Shine, rest, shine, rest. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The child watches for a moment. Then the eyes grow heavy. The blanket feels warmer. The room feels softer. The little star is still there, steady and kind. It does not fade. It does not flicker. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The sky grows darker blue. The stars grow quieter. The little star glows one more time, soft and gentle. The child closes their eyes. Breathing grows slow. In, out, in, out. The little star stays in the sky, watching. Quiet. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The night is here, soft and still. Good night. Sleep softly. The little star is shining for you. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Good night. Good evening. It is a quiet night. The moon is soft and bright. The sky is dark blue. The stars are small and silver. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. A small house stands under the moon. The windows glow with a warm light. Inside the house, a small child is getting ready for bed. The room is warm. The blanket is soft. The pillow is cool and gentle. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Outside, the trees stand very still. They do not move. They do not whisper. The moon watches quietly. It does not hurry. It does not shine too brightly. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. A small rabbit sits in a garden. The rabbit looks up at the moon. The rabbit feels sleepy. The rabbit feels safe. The night air is cool. The grass is soft. Nothing is loud. Nothing is fast. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The child closes their eyes. The blanket feels warm around their shoulders. The moonlight rests on the window. The stars blink slowly, slowly, softly, gently. The world feels slow. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The rabbit lies down in the grass. The rabbit breathes in. The rabbit breathes out. In, out, in, out. The moon stays in the sky. It does not move. It simply glows. The house is quiet. The garden is quiet. The whole world is quiet. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The child feels sleepy now, very sleepy. The moon is still. The sky is deep and blue. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The night is here, soft and gentle. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Good night. Sleep well. The quiet moon is watching. Everything is calm. Everything is still. Good night. Good evening. It is a snowy evening in England. The snow is soft and slow. White flakes fall through the quiet air. They drift gently down. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. The sky is pale and still. The rooftops turn white. The garden grows brighter under the snow. Each snowflake falls alone. No hurry, no sound. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. A small cottage stands near a narrow road. Warm light glows in the window. Inside the room feels warm. The blanket feels thick and gentle. Outside, the snow keeps falling. Slowly, softly. It does not rush. It does not change direction. It simply falls. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. The trees wear coats of white. Their branches do not move. Footprints rest in the snow, still and quiet. The air feels cool. The world feels covered in calm. Snow falls. Drift, rest, drift, rest. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. A child looks through the window. The snow sparkles under a street lamp. The glow is gentle, not bright, not sharp. The child closes their eyes. The room feels warmer now. Outside, the snow keeps falling. No sound, no rush. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. The sky grows darker blue. The snow grows lighter. The whole world feels wrapped in white. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The snow will rest until morning. It is a quiet evening. Everything feels soft. Good night. Sleep softly. The snow is still falling. Everything is quiet. Everything is calm. Good night. Good evening. A gentle wind moves through the garden. Not strong, not cold, soft and steady. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The leaves lift slightly, then settle again. They do not rush. They do not shake loudly. They gently move. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The flowers bend just a little. Their petals stay smooth and still. The grass sways in slow waves, back and forth, back and forth. The wind does not hurry. It does not change direction. It moves gently through the air. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The moon hangs above the garden, silver and soft. Its light rests on the leaves, on the path, on the quiet fence. The wind touches everything lightly, then moves on. Soft, steady. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. A small wooden bench rests beneath a tree. It does not move. It does not creak. The air feels cool and kind. Far away, a small house glows with warm light. Inside, the room feels safe. A blanket feels warm. A pillow feels soft and gentle. The wind continues through the garden. Not loud, not fast. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The leaves settle again. The flowers grow still. The grass becomes quiet. The sky deepens into dark blue. A small star appears above the tree. The wind grows softer now, almost still. It brushes the branches one last time, then rests. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Nothing needs to change. Nothing needs to happen. The garden is peaceful. The moon is steady. The air feels light and gentle. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The room grows darker. The blanket feels warmer. Outside, the garden is still. Good night. Sleep softly. The gentle wind is resting in the garden. Everything is quiet. Everything is calm. Good night. Good evening. The sky is wide and quiet tonight. Soft clouds drift slowly above. They move gently across the moon. Not fast, not sharp. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. One small cloud floats near a silver star, round and soft. The cloud does not hurry. It does not change direction. It simply drifts. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. The moon shines behind the cloud. Its glow becomes softer. The sky feels deep and endless, blue and calm. Far below, a small house rests in the dark. The windows glow warmly. The room feels quiet and safe. The cloud continues to move, slow and steady. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. The cloud grows thinner, then fuller again. It stretches like cotton, soft and pale. The stars blink quietly in the distance. They do not flicker brightly. They shine gently. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. The world below feels far away. Nothing rushes. Nothing calls. The cloud drifts past the moon, then rests in the open sky. Still, calm. The sky grows darker blue. The stars grow softer. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. Inside the quiet room, a blanket feels warm. A pillow feels cool and kind. The air feels softer now. The cloud keeps drifting across the quiet sky. No sound, no hurry, only soft movement. It is a gentle night. Everything feels light. The moon shines once more through the cloud, silver and calm. The sky feels endless. The night feels wide. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The cloud will keep drifting until morning comes. Soft and slow, it is a gentle night. Everything feels light. Good night. Sleep softly. The clouds are drifting above. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Good night. Good evening. A small cottage stands in the countryside. Its windows glow with gentle light. The sky above is deep and blue. The air is still and soft. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The cottage rests near a narrow path. The grass around it does not move. No wind blows. No leaves rustle. The night feels wide and slow. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Inside the cottage, a small fire glows in the hearth. The light flickers gently on the walls. Not bright, not sharp. The room feels warm. The blanket feels thick and kind. A wooden chair stands by the window, still and quiet. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Outside, the moon hangs above the roof. It shines softly on the stones. The chimney stands tall and silent. No one walks along the path. No one knocks at the door. The world feels far away. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Inside, the air feels warmer now. The fire glows softer. The child lies beneath a warm blanket. The pillow feels cool and gentle. Breathing grows slower. In, out, in, out. The cottage does not move. The walls feel safe. The window shows the quiet sky. The moon is still there. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Nothing needs to happen, and nothing needs to change. The cottage rests. The countryside rests. The whole world rests. The fire becomes smaller. The light becomes softer. The room grows darker. The night grows deeper. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The child closes their eyes. The blanket feels warm around their shoulders. The cottage stands quietly in the dark, strong and steady. The moon keeps shining, soft and gentle. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Good night. Sleep softly. The quiet cottage is here. Everything is still. Everything is calm. Good night. Good evening. A little owl sits in a tall tree. The night is dark and gentle. The moon hangs softly above. The sky is deep and blue. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The little owl blinks slowly. Its eyes are round and bright, not wide, not sharp, soft and watchful. The owl does not rush. It does not fly. It simply sits. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The branches hold the owl gently. They do not sway. They do not shake. The leaves rest quietly in the dark. The air feels cool and still. The moonlight touches the feathers, silver and soft. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Far below, a small house glows with warm light. Inside, a room feels safe. A blanket feels warm. A pillow feels cool and kind. The owl listens, not for noise, not for movement, just a quiet night. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The owl turns its head slowly, left, right, then still again. The world feels wide. The sky feels endless. A small star appears near the moon. It shines softly. The owl stays where it is, calm and steady. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Breathing grows slow. In, out, in, out. The feathers rest against the air. The tree feels strong and safe. Nothing moves quickly. Nothing needs to happen. The owl closes its eyes for a moment, then opens them gently. The night remains the same. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. The moon shines softly on the tree. The house below grows dimmer. The sky grows deeper. The owl feels sleepy now, very sleepy. The tree holds it safely. The night is still. The night is kind. It is a quiet night. Everything feels calm. Good night. Sleep softly. The little owl is watching over the quiet dark. Everything is still. Everything is calm. Good night. Good evening. The day is slowly fading. The sky is soft and blue. A calm river moves at dusk. Not fast, not loud. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. The water glides gently forward. Small ripples shine in the fading light. The river does not hurry. It does not rush. It simply moves. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. Tall trees stand beside the river. Their shadows stretch long and quiet. The leaves stay still. The branches do not move. The air feels cool and calm. The sky grows deeper blue. The light becomes softer. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. A small boat rests near the bank. It does not drift. It does not sway. The river touches the boat gently, soft and steady. Touch, rest, touch, rest. The water keeps moving, slowly, softly. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. Across the river, a small house glows with warm light. The windows shine softly in the dusk. Inside, the room feels warm. The blanket feels soft. The pillow feels cool and kind. The river continues. Not fast, not loud. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. The sky grows darker now. A quiet star appears above the trees. The water reflects the tiny light, silver and soft. The world grows quieter. The air feels wider. Breathing becomes slow. In, out, in, out. The river moves, slowly, softly. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. Nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to change. The river will keep flowing through the night, through the quiet dark. The trees stand still. The sky grows deep. The water glides onward. It is a peaceful evening. Everything feels slow. The room grows darker. The blanket feels warmer. The river keeps moving, calm and steady. Good night. Sleep softly. The river is flowing quietly. Everything is calm. Everything feels slow. Good night.